Hello, my name is Emma, and I'm a fan of you. That made a weird noise, or was that just me? God, it is really hot in here, guys. This joke works, kind of, but it's also just like hot. My body's like, Emma, it's not even summertime. Global warming is fun. Hi! Welcome to vlog every day of April for the first week of April, because I can't commit to a full VEDA. So, it's just going to be this first week because I'm home on spring break. It's going to be really fun and not a train wreck at all. Let's get started. This first video is sort of a reaction to my video about fear. Because recently I have realized that I'm a sort of a fearful lady and I want to be less fearful. I want to live my life just as fearlessly as possible, especially with art and with expression of myself through art. This is why this channel lately has had more artistic videos and experimental videos and less like regular vloggy videos, and I've really been enjoying that. No one really watches those videos, but man, I'm having a really great time making them, and that's what matters, and that's what, for me, being fearless is about. So I'm very, very excited. I'm sure this fan is super loud. I'm just going to move that. It's cheering me on. The fan is cheering me on through how loud it's being. Anyway, so in that sort of same vein, I want to talk about fear, and I want to talk about something that made me really scared for a long time, and that is being politically active. I know, it's going to be fun. A lot of really, really, really great people have made videos about being politically active in the last few months, and I first want to say that it's saying something about my privilege, or it's marking my privilege, that I've never really had to be, or I've never thought to be politically active until this point, until this election. I never really thought about it because nothing really affected me. Some things did, but I lived in a privileged, in a bubble, in a white bubble, in a straight passing bubble, in a able-bodied bubble, in a cisgender bubble. I've lived in this bubble my whole life, and I've never really had to think to be politically active, and it sucks that it took this horrible election to sort of force me to be politically active. But I'm here, and I'm going to be politically active the best that I can for the rest of my life, because it matters so much. If you can, and if you are able, being politically active is important. So I want to talk about the ways that I stay politically active, and this is not me saying that you should or should not. I mean, it would be cool if you can, but if you can't, that's okay. But yeah, so I want to talk about that, and I've made a little list. It's a three-point list. Yay! So the first thing that I do to stay politically active is contacting my representatives. So when I first thought about contacting my representatives, I was very overwhelmed. I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to do. But there are so many great resources out there, with scripts, with information, and I'm going to link a bunch down below. But there are 5 calls. There's weeklyresistance.com, which gives you a list of things that you can contact your representatives on. You click on, so if you care about global warming, you click on global warming, and then it'll ask you where you're from, and then you click on that, and then it'll take you to your representatives, your senators, and your member of Congress, and you can, member of Congress, your representative in the House, your representatives in the House. Anyway, I don't know anything about government, do I? I guess I do, kind of. And you can call them up, and you have the script right there about why you care about global warming and climate change, and you can talk to them and tell them how you feel, or whatever it is, whatever issue that you want to call about. I also find that following certain people on Twitter really helps with this. For example, Celeste P, and I will link, I don't want to assume gender, so I'm just going to say they. Their Twitter down below, and you can look at their Twitter. There's so much great information. This person, Celeste, works for a congressman, I'm pretty sure, and so much great information about how to stay politically active and what's going on and why your phone calls and your emails and your faxes matter. And it's a really, really great source about realizing that what you do and what you say in relation to your representatives really matters. So contacting your representatives is a way that I stay politically active. Number 2, is through motivation of other people, and especially people my own age. So I have a Facebook group that I help run, or I run, where I try to post things to do, contacting representatives being one, to my friends and to my family and to people in my community who maybe are unsure of what to do, and they're not on Twitter and they don't really stay super involved with the news, and it's just a way that they can sort of learn things if they like, and I try to research it the best that I can because I don't want to give misinformation, and so they know what's going on and they can, you know, get active if they want to. And it's really been interesting to see what issues people kind of rally behind and what issues people are kind of care less about, but in general it's been a really positive experience and really great. And if you want to start something like that, I'm sure there's probably one in your area, but it's been really rewarding and fun and a great way to connect people and get people politically active who might not have been otherwise. And then finally is hope. This is not really necessarily a political action, but it kind of is a political action. I try to live my life with as much hope as possible. I have so much darkness in my brain from my anxiety and from my OCD that I try to counteract all of that darkness with as much hope and positivity and love as I can. Some things you can't be positive about, but I find that with people, like people who matter to me and people I care about, I want to show love and kindness and tell them that, you know, how much I love them. And that's part of the hope, is just love and kindness. But the other part of the hope is just realizing that the world can be better and that we have the opportunity to make the world better, and being hopeful that people will do something, and being hopeful that the world can be a better place and be a kinder place and be a loving place and be a place that that loves other people, or loves the people that lives. I don't know what I'm saying, but the point is that hope is how I sort of deal with this political climate, and how I try to be politically active, and sort of the emotion behind all of my political actions is hope. Anyway, tell me how you're politically active. For example, I didn't talk about protests because I can't really do them because they bring me a lot of anxiety and would be sort of detrimental to my mental health, that sort of environment. But I would love to know how you stay politically active. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're ready for tomorrow. Anyway, bye.